Dear Eddie.
Dear Jaden.
To Gregory.
Dear Alex.
To Thomas.
Dear Asa.
Dear Matthew.
Nathaniel Shanku.
Dear Alex.
Jack Phillips.
Dear Davian.
Fisher Price, whose name is actually Fisher Price. You dick.
Dear Fabian. Dear Carlos.
Jackson.
Dear Ricky.
Dear Angel. Dear Josh. Dear Dominic. Dear Joey.
Ian Rudd, you dumb bitch. I fucking hate you. Oh my god.
Dear Christian and Cameron. Yes, I had a crush on both of you.
My first crush that I've actually ever had, or that I remember, we met in Hebrew school when we were little, and we always went to temple together.
Y'all cursed too much, and that kind of like scared me. I think literally a 4-year-old Jackie was like, oh my god, they're bad boys and they're twins. I met you in kindergarten. You were like the first real friend that I made. Also probably the first crush I had on someone that wasn't like on TV.
I was in love with in elementary school and I never talked to you. I just like looked at you in the other classroom for like 4 years. And I'm sorry if you ever noticed me staring. Couldn't stop.
I have 2 older brothers who attended the same Hebrew and Sunday school with us, and when they found out that you were the boy in our class that I had a crush on, they decided they wanted to tell you at one of the services.
Did you know that I even liked you? Like, I know we were in the 2nd grade, but like, were you picking up what I was putting down? Because everything you said, I was like, oh, me too. At the age of 7 years old. You knew your multiplication tables already, and I was like, whoa, you're advanced. Wow.
Gorgeous skinny guy on the soccer team, and we would always stay after school together. He was 2 years older, and I know you just thought of me like this tiny little freshman. Very in love with you.
Listen, I know I was really, really weird, but like you were really, really weird too.
Someone rushed up to me and they were like, oh my god, Mel, like, they just told Jaden that you have a crush on him. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hide in the bathroom for 2 hours now. That's exactly what I did.
You were the first person to teach me how to like, this is probably why they don't have swings anymore, but to throw yourself like off of the swing. He would ask me to get my nails because I would grow my nails really long, and he would ask me to like stab him in the skin. He would suck the blood. It was really weird. I was kind of happy when the teacher like moved our seats around because I was like, okay, that was a really weird arrangement that we had going on there.
We were friends. It could have been really cute. You ghosted me. That's a you thing.
Yeah, it was 8th grade. You did really well in school, and I was like, wow, Annie's pretty cute, and played soccer because apparently I have a thing for that.
Flash forward, a very happy ending. 12 years later, I was at an event for New Year's, and he happened to be there, and I ran into him.
Everyone pretty much knew that Angel was going to be with Martha, and Martha's best friend was going to be with Angel's best friend. It was a thing, and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, it's not happening anyways.
This is to Jasper, who turned out to be a super dick.
Truth or dare. And someone dared you to kiss me. That happened, and I was like, wow, this is the most magical thing ever. But nothing ever happened after that.
Danny and I were both in love with you, and then you told Danny that she was fat, and you're a real rude bitch. You used to ride my bike with me too, and then I was like, I'm not gonna ride bikes with you anymore. Because I was like, how dare you like say that? And I was actually because like he knew also that Danny liked him.
Just like having a laugh and like talking about the old times and like when we were in Hebrew school, and I was like, dude, I was like, you know, I remember the day that my brothers told you I had a crush on you, and he told me that they didn't actually tell him that and that they were just messing with me.
You were always telling me, you should kiss me, like all the time. I was just like, you're a weirdo. Listen, every girl had a crush on you. Every single one. I don't know why. I don't know why I had a crush on you, but I did. I would help you with your math homework. At one point, I sat with you like for a really long period of time, and you would like pass me notes and stuff like that. You asked me out. This doesn't count.
You were like so nice to your mom. You're like, do you want a glass of wine? Do you want a massage? And like my panties hit the floor.
My first kiss after a middle school dance. We had been like boyfriend and girlfriend for maybe like 3 weeks at this point. He invited me to go out to the movie after our middle school dance, but his sister and mom had to come. Valerie seemed to really like the idea of us together, even though like I was not cute back then in middle school.
I would just be walking and I see you out of the corner and you were like there, like puckering your lips, and I was like, wow, what a creep. But I thought you were joking, you know, because there's no way someone could actually seriously use that to pick someone up. But apparently it worked on me eventually.
And they sat right behind us the entire movie. and it was really embarrassing. But then after the movie, we actually found a time where his sister and mom went away and it was just us, and he kissed me after the movie. And I don't remember it very well.
Boy, you were really, really confusing. You were like, yeah, you should be my girlfriend, all this bunch of crap. And then I was like, okay, like a dummy.
Your little brother was best friends with my little brother, and we would hang out at the baseball field. Even to this day, I feel like if I saw you, I would like want to jump you. You're so beautiful.
I think like on the second day or whatever, you were like, oh, we should kiss or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like so nervous. You kissed me. And I was like, wow, this lives up to the hype. I was like, this is great. And then like 2 days later, we broke up. But yeah, that was pretty much it.
2 days later?
Yeah. Oh, but then he kept asking me throughout the year to kiss him. And like tonta, I said yes.
The first person and probably the only person I've been in love with.
Just like a lot of confusion there as to what happened, and so much lack of communication on just being honest, both of our parts. So I'm not gonna give you all the blame, but it does kind of suck being on my side of things. Still not sure how things ended. You're still one of my very good friends, even though we don't talk. Like literally, I still think of you that way as one of my best friends. So
Truly one of my best friends, and forever somebody that I'm gonna think really highly of.
I wish I would have treated you better. You were the cutest guy on the trip that we took. We had a whole conversation about it. There were a few other cute guys, but everyone agreed. It was a unanimous vote. You were the cutest.
Then at the very beginning of our junior year of high school, he pulled up in a car, which was like crazy for high schoolers because he was kind of older for our age or for our grade level. And I was like, oh snap. I was like, you drive now? And then me making that comment is a whole entire reason why we started talking again.
It was really cool talking to you backstage. At first, I think I picked up that you had a crush on me, and I was like feeling the power, and then I realized, oh my god, I think I have a crush on him. I don't know, just do like lame kid things like play Guitar Hero or play Rock Band or watch movies. I think I saw a lot of movies that year, and I learned someone could actually memorize every single Best Picture winner ever. You also made me laugh and made me very comfortable, and every time I see you, I just want to give you a big hug.
Our first official date was to go see one of my high school's plays, and it was actually one of the worst plays I've ever seen in my entire life. But I sat through it and pretended like it was great because I didn't want to leave.
Like we were leaving, we're gonna go to middle school and stuff. You told me oh, I liked you since second grade. Like I had this crush on you, and I was like, oh my gosh, I hate you. Like so did I. I did think you were cute. Just, you were so much less cute after we went on the dates. You also just didn't have much of a personality, so the looks definitely overtook the crush, and the crush was very short-lived, but I appreciate not much, actually.
You walked into geography class freshman year, and I just knew I was gonna be in love with you for 4 years. And yeah, that's true, that happened. I was in love with you for 4 years. Also, never talked to you. Sorry about that.
Back when I was a sophomore in high school, I was super scheming. We had just finished up out of volleyball practice, and my best friend was like, Mel, I'll help you. We'll make this happen tonight. And I was like, all right. We decided to throw a party at one of our friends' house.
You are such a little Mexican fuckboy. I cannot believe I let myself have a crush on you. You were a senior, I was a freshman. You had a girlfriend of a few years, and you still flirted with me. And I'm just like, oh my, why did I let me have a crush on you?
The whole purpose of this party was for me and Asa to finally kiss. Things were not going well. Everything we had schemed out was not working out.
I feel like you were the type of person to enjoy life, and that was very contagious. And that's why I had a crush on you. And your girlfriend was really pretty, and I was pissed about it. I think you and your girlfriend might still be together, so I'm very happy for y'all now.
I saw you in the gym every day since I was 14, and obviously I was in love with you. I don't know what you were expecting. He was ripped, he always worked out shirtless.
So we ended up playing spin the bottle. It was maybe 30 minutes into the game, and I had already kissed 4 guys in this group, and none of them were him. And so I was just like, I give up, I quit, this is enough. And finally, when he was leaving, I was like, oh yeah, I'll walk you out. And then we finally kissed at the end of the night.
We had theater class together and you sat next to me all the time, even though you really didn't have to because we didn't have assigned seating. And I don't know why I took that as, oh my god, this senior has a crush on me. You obviously do not have a crush on me.
Man, I would really want to do some things with you. Like, oh, I've been in love with you since my senior year of high school, and I hate you, and you know that I'm in love with you, and that makes me hate you even more because then you said that you liked me, and you haven't talked to me in like 2 months since then. And like, God, you're such a little bitch, and if I ever see you, I'm gonna shove my fist down your throat. Yeah, you should just love me at this point, and like you should just be together, but like we're not because you're a dick. Like, not my fault, your fault.
I should not be eating a banana at this moment.
Give me a middle school story.
Oh, middle school?
Yeah.
Okay. What's another name for Ben? Ben. Ooh. Oh no, my best friend's boyfriend, his name's Ben.
Okay.
And yeah.